broadcasting software called XSplit, and I'm just checking out how it's working. It makes it easier to use overlays and stuff like that. And so I've had an overlay created for me, and I'm testing out how to set up the different sections of it and what have you. So I may just kind of be doing a bunch of very quick, 1 or 2 game streams as I try to refine the the overlay that I'm using, just so it makes the channel look more attractive and it's more fun to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and run a game. I'm going to run my BDR G1B, one of the ugliest tanks you'll ever see, tier 5 French tank, as you can tell by the blue and the roundel on it. Great gun on this tank, fantastic 90mm gun that has great penetration, great alpha damage for tier 5. The gun handling is decent. I think the aim time is like 2.5 seconds, so it's not glacial, it's not like Russian type of aiming. It's fairly accurate. .4, it's tier 5 and it's a heavy. So you're not going to be hitting a ton of weak spots from long range with this, but it does have good pen if you can get anywhere near the weak spots. Fairly slow tank. It's not very mobile, and then it's got this stupid little hat up on top. I think there's a rangefinder in there and a machine gun, and there's a periscope gun out the top. It's just a very lightly armored breadbox shooting or screaming, "Shoot me, shoot me! For the love of God, please shoot me!" So anytime you try to poke over a hill, do some hull down anything, people get a nice shot at that breadbox, and it can make life tough for you. But I'm going to go ahead. This is a tank I'm grinding at almost 14,000 research. I need 33,000 to go up to the ARL 44. The on-track event for this is actually over, but I'm still going to keep playing it. So let's give it a shot. See how some gameplay looks in my new sexy overlay, courtesy of Poobles. And we get Redshire, tier 7. This is definitely not a match I'm going to be carrying in this ARL 40, or sorry, BDR G1B. I have a pretty competent team. And right away our scout is complaining that he's in a tier 7 game. So, yeah. People love to play low-tier light tanks and then curse the MM for putting them in, battles 3 tiers up, but one of the things, World of Tanks doesn't give a whole lot of new player orientation. You play this tutorial that basically teaches you how to press the W button to drive and press the left mouse button to fire. It doesn't really explain tiering or tank roles or anything like that, so you're going up some tank line and all of a sudden you're at like a tier 4 light tank and you're finding yourself against tier 7s. Yeah. And if you don't understand that your role is a scout and you just run out and die and complain that you can't damage anyone, it's very, very common to see new players doing that. So, some friends up here on the hill. I don't have 6th Sense on this tank, so I've got to be kind of careful. They do have 2 arty pieces. Don't want to run afoul of them. Take a nice tasty slice out of that comment. I'm going to get greedy. I'm going to go for one more because he's just sitting there tracked. Boom. I'm assuming at this point I'm spotted. Roll back a little bit. Oh, there aren't any arty splashes around me or anywhere on this hill. And now he's not there. Things are not going all that well on the 0 line. We have a bunch of people like camping the mid 1 line, which I'm sorry, I don't understand, but can I hit his weak spot? No. I'm trying to hit the hat on top of him, but the accuracy is just not quite there. That's going to go over the top. I don't think I can hit him because of my gun depression. But he is getting pummeled from elsewhere, which is good. So the guys, ooh, hello. Yeah, and our arty is about to get scout bullets in the face. The poor Lef is so slow and immobile, and he's just getting circled by a really kind of incompetent ELC. Oh my god, Hellcat, you are in my way. There was arty behind me firing. The ELC is going to head towards our other arty. Maybe that Shiri will help. ELC's dead. Something from across the way hit me. It was not the Comet. Could have been the E-25. And now we're through on the other flank. Interesting. Be nice. Our E-25s are fast. They have good camo. It would be nice if they would move up, but a lot of times you see better players who just don't want to take the initiative. They just kind of sit in the back and clean up damage. That makes their numbers bluer. Just realized I'm using the wrong controller profile, and I'm lucky that I didn't. Sorry about that. I'm lucky that I didn't get blown up. I use an Nostromo speed pad for a lot of my keyboard functions. It has different profiles that you can activate. And I was actually at my BF4 profile. I went to hit the tab key to see some more information about the players on the other team, and it was actually the V key. It made my whole HUD go away. Nothing on these guys. B-25. Where's this A-15? I thought I hit him right in the weak spot, and it's still. I'm not really sure how I get hit as I'm going down the back slope. Not really playing all that effectively here. SU-122-44 is going to pop up. Give me a really bad time. Might be getting over aggressive here. Crusader SP. I'm gonna get already. Nope. I'm not gonna fix my track in time. I'm so glad that I'm pretty bad at this game, but I'm not so bad that I have to play artillery. I don't have to go. I can't even fucking compete at driving and shooting. I'm just gonna hide in the trees at the absolute back of the map and click buttons. That's the artillery life, and that's why I hate them, fucking scumbags. Can't tank to save their lives, but they can get lucky and do massive damage. I don't know what these guys on the right are doing. Yeah, no shit, somebody's got a spot. Uh, that was a lousy game. Did all of 3 penetrating shots. Oh, they're finally moving on the flanks now. The damage farmers who just want to sit in the back and do damage without risking actually influencing the battle. And then he shoots at nothing. He has a clear shot for like 30 seconds and then just fired. Okay, Lieutenant Joseph. Oh my god, IS, why are you backing up? Well, it's going to be a win. Unless we really fuck it up. But I didn't really do a whole lot to help out. It's kind of hard in a BDR in a tier 7 game. I poked out just a little bit too much and fucking hardy, man. And now I just have to find the 2 Panther M10s. I bet they have a lot of health though. Oops. Oh, one of them's got 506, the other one doesn't tell me. He's dead. How many hit points does the other one have? Oh, the T-34-1 is finally moving. Kaboom. And that's all she wrote. And that's get my 2 times experience for my first win. It's probably shitty though because I just didn't really contribute all that much. That AT-15A pissed me off. I spent way too much time shooting at him. Yeah, I did 878 damage, which I guess for a tier 5 and a tier 7 game isn't terrible. It's, a little more than 750 experience, doubled is 1500, but it puts me closer, anyways, closer to my Arl. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to test out my overlay and see how that's working. I might have to tweak some things, but eventually I will be back to streaming a little bit more regularly because with this new, I don't know, XSplit thing, I can do a lot more, make my streams a lot more interesting to watch. So anyways, thanks.